Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I have a special video. I'm going to be setting up this old fingerboard I have. It is a Sk8 Expert Skate. I got this for Christmas when I was 12 years old, 11 or 12 years old. It's my first professional fingerboard, my first wooden setup with like bearing wheels. I learned most of my tricks, like my very first kickflip was on this board. But yeah, as you can see, this thing, I used it a ton. It's very worn out. And I also drew on it for some reason. I wrote on it. The graphic, it was a real graphic. They had a bunch of them. They had Enjoy and maybe Santa Cruz. I got the real one. And also the grip tape. I think this might be Sk8's first fingerboard with foam grip. So that was pretty cool. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the trucks. And I lost the bushings and stuff ripped. So I don't know where those are. They ripped. I must have thrown them out. So I lost those. And they were garbage anyways, so I will have to get some new bushings, which I do have. But first I just want to show the trucks real quick. These are independent trucks. I don't know how well you can see it. I don't know if it's going to be in focus or not, but they have the independent logo right there. And then also they have red independent base plates. And yeah, this might be hard to see because it's a bit worn out and scratched up. But right on the front of it, they have the independent logo as well. Here are the old pivot cups for them. So it'd be kind of hard to see too because it's so small. It's hard to show on camera. But these are also ripped up, just like the bushings. So I have to get some of those. Here are the bushings I'm going to put on. I'll do that right now, just to kind of get it all together. I actually got these. I ordered a random pair of bushings. I actually wanted white. I got a pair of white ones. I wanted all white, but they gave me white ones and orange ones for some reason. So, alright, so before I get the truck sorted out, I'm going to use this to make pivot cups. This is pony bead lacing, and I saw on Reddit that you can use this as a replacement for pivot cups. So I just ordered a bunch of colors. Obviously, I got it for the orange color. So I'm just going to open this. I'm going to cut it and then make it into a pivot cup. I guess 2 pivot cups. I'm just going to cut a little bit like this real quick. Just do this. Hopefully this cuts properly. Of course it's not. Take the piece, put it on there, kind of measure it. See how much you need to cut off. I got an idea. If it's too long of a piece, it's fine, but we can kind of hold it there. Okay, that might be too long of a piece, but whatever, that's kind of fine. Hopefully it works out. It's very difficult to cut because, okay, actually that one worked out. That one might be too short, I don't know, but it's hard to cut. This stuff's like really, just like really rubbery, so. And then we'll add the hanger. I don't know how well these, yeah, I don't know if these are really going to work even that well. They're kind of loose, the pivot cups. Huh. Well, I don't know if pivot cups even matter that much, but I don't know, they had orange ones on them, so I figured I would, try to recreate that. Alright, there we go. That's good. Now we'll do the other one. Now, onto the wheels. Some of these actually have the bearings in them, and I think they still spin. They kind of spin, but not very well. They have this one actually. It has like the outside of the bearing, I guess, but it doesn't have the middle parts like these ones do. I don't know if that's even going to show on camera. It's kind of maybe too small to see. And this one, it lost it completely. I don't know where it is. I purchased just some cheap wheels online. These were like 1 cent or something. So I got these. I don't think they spin that well, but I'm just going to pop the bearings out of these and try my best to put them in to these wheels and see how it works out. I tested one of these like a while back and it did pop out. It didn't actually, I tried to put it back in, it didn't go back in. So this one's already out, so we only have to do 3 this time, which is good because this is going to be very loud. I don't know if I'll even leave it in the video because last time I did it, it was like extremely loud. So I'm also gonna have to get something like a mouse pad or something. Alright, I got this Pokemon, this shiny Eevee playmat. This will have to do. I'm not just off camera because this is gonna be, it's kind of hard to see. It's gonna be hard to like get the angle of it, but also I don't know how this is gonna, how loud this is gonna be. What time is it? It's almost 2 in the morning, so this isn't good. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, that one popped out. It's really simple. You just go to the back of the bearing. You shouldn't really do this on, good wheels, but go to the back of the bearing or back of the wheel, and then use the end of the Tek screwdriver and push on it until it pops out. Careful though, I think you actually can break the bearings that way, and hopefully that doesn't happen with these next two. But I hope we're good. I think we're good. Alright, got the last one out, and look right here. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's very red because the end of this was, I had to push it like this. It's like leaving marks on my finger, and that really hurt. But it was worth it. Got the empty wheel here. I'm just going to take the bearing and just place it in there. I'll try to show this. I'm just going to put it in there. Not forcing it. I'm just using this to kind of put it in there. Yeah, it won't really fit because they're not the same size bearings. But as you can see, it's not really fitting the greatest, but it'll probably kind of work. All right. Before I put them on the trucks, I'm actually going to put the trucks on the board. Then we'll put the wheels on after. You can't tighten them too much because if you do, then actually that one kind of spins. That wasn't too bad, but like this one, if you tighten it too much, they won't spin. Got the wheels on. See how they spin? That one really spins. That one really, really spins. Alright, so I could just use it like this, but I actually am going to put some grip tape over this. And I'm not going to take this grip tape off because I'm very weirdly sentimental like that. And I actually want to keep the grip tape on it, the one grip tape. So I'm just going to put some grip tape over that. It's going to look really goofy, but whatever. Grip tape is on. I could have done the same design that I had on it before with like the split grip tape, but I didn't want to do that because it would have been annoying. I think to line it up, it would have been really annoying. And I think to begin with, it wasn't even lined up. It was on like a slant because I didn't do it right the first time. And now that's all together, let's get some tricks. Alright, so I used this for a little while. It's actually very hard to use because I'm pretty sure it's 30 millimeters. I think it's 30 millimeters or around there. And it's also 100 to like 101 millimeters, the length of it. And I'm not used to those kind of boards. This is a very long board and it's just the width. I'm used to like maybe 32s or 34s. So it was very hard to use. Also the wheels, the bearings are not good and they keep slipping because they're obviously not meant for this. So very hard to use, but I was able to get some tricks with it. It's crazy, like back then you would use these and not really think anything of it. Like that was the size. Well, I guess 26 to 29 millimeters. You would use that on like for like tech decks. But nowadays everything's so much wider and stuff. But it was pretty fun just setting this up. I had a good time and it's kind of nostalgic. And it was just fun, I guess, sessioning it. Yeah, like I said, it was difficult, but when you're able to do tricks on it, it's pretty cool. The concave on this is actually pretty good. It's just like a medium concave. I do like that. And the kicks aren't bad. They're like probably medium kicks. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm very grateful to have this in my collection, and I'm glad that I have so many memories with this board. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe.